Welcome to the MLC. It stands for the Mr. Limba channel. This is your host and your brother, Mr. Limba. Go ahead and kick your feet up, grab yourself something cold to drink. It is time for the men to talk. Cassandra is a very energetic young lady. She got out of bed, stretched. She had to get ready for work. Cassandra went into the bathroom, took a quick look at herself. She hurried into the shower to prepare for work. She came back out, dried herself up, put on her undergarment, and sat on a stool in front of her mirror. She opens what seems to be a toolkit. Cassandra grabbed a few brushes as if she was going to paint. She dabbed them in some dry, colorful circles and applied the residue to her face. She thought to herself, I gotta get rid of these blemishes. So she covered that up. I mean, of course, no one would judge her for it. Who doesn't have some basic flaws that you want to touch up upon? Right? She covered the blemishes, all 50 of them, and then she proceeded to pluck at her chin, the little residues of hair, making sure her chin is smooth like baby's feet. She looked at her eyes. She figured, I don't like the color. I never quite liked the color of my eye. So she reached down and grabbed this little case. In the case, there is these parabola-shaped, clear little items that resembles her pupil. She picks them up, makes sure they're moisturized, and she gets them into her eyes. Yes, Cassandra thought to herself, now that is the eye color that I like. A little changing of my eye color, covering some blemishes, no big deal. And of course, who would judge her for it? No big deal. Cassandra made sure that she covered all the areas of her face. She dabbed some more into the powder, and she applied a different color right on her eyelids, making her eyes pop out a bit more, matching the color tone and the color temperature of her newfound eye color. She slightly augmented the shape of her eyes with her brush. She tilted her head to the right. She tilted her head to the left. She thought, that looks good. She smiled. Cassandra looked at her lips and she figured they're not full enough. So she grabbed some color. She applied to her lips something that matches her eyeshadow. She grabs a pencil. She applies it around her lips, tracing it. She smacks. That is what I'm talking about. She applies just a little lip gloss to seal that off and give her just the right sheen. Cassandra looked at her cheek and she says, it's a little flat. She grabbed one of her brush and she goes at her cheek to give it some elevation. Make sure they look a little higher than they actually are. And then she makes sure she has the right sheen for her face, so it glimmers just right. After all, what is a young lady without a little shine? Cassandra stood up. She looked at herself with her hands on her waist. She lifted her chin up. She tilted her head to the right and looked right under her jawbone. She thought to herself, I gotta angle that out a little bit. She grabs another brush and she reshapes her face. With the stroke of her brush, is like she was a surgeon, reshaping the look that her chin has. Now she was right. Now she looked the way that she wants to look. The ideal look is in place. Now it's time to fix the hair. It was too much work, Cassandra thought to herself. No time. She has to hurry or she'll be late to work. She is a responsible, independent young lady after all. She went into her closet and found one of her best wigs. She threw that on. Looking at herself, she thought it fits just right. Cassandra said, "This is good. I like it." So now it's time to get her clothes on. But before she put on some pants that she had picked out from the night before, she figured no way panties alone will do the job. So she grabs these shorts that's supposed to shape her body up because her hips were a bit leaning to the side. So Cassandra put those tight little fitted shorts on and they fix her hips. And now it's pushed more towards her rear, giving her a firm, round buttocks. She turned around, looked in the mirror, swinging her hair from side to side. Her lips are shining. Her skin is flawless. She is cloud and enveloped in perfection. Magnificent, she thought. She went ahead and put her pants over those shorts. They fit just right. But there's a little problem. Cassandra realized her stomach, her lower abdomen, was pushing out a little too much. So she had to go ahead and get herself her waist trainer. She went ahead and grabbed herself her girdle. She put that on. Hard to breathe a little, but she took a deep breath. She fitted on. She made sure her breasts were propped up just right with the proper bra. Now her figure could rival any supermodel. She threw on her pants. She threw on a beautiful blouse. Cassandra was almost ready to head out. After a few additions of just some jewelry, a beautiful pair of high heels, she was the true glamour girl. Simply gorgeous, breathtaking. Cassandra turned and looked in the mirror. She smiled and thought to herself, I almost did not recognize myself. She grabbed her purse, she grabbed her car keys, and went outside. She locked her doors, got in her car, and started driving. She arrived downtown. She parked her car, got out, and headed to work. She's a powerful businesswoman. But as she walked, it seems like her surrounding was covered in mirrors. Her reflection was all over the place. Shocking. Something that caused people to stop and ponder. Not every person. Of course, someone with the red pill lenses. As they look around, they realize, why is it that every single young woman look exactly like Cassandra? Why do they all look so similar nowadays? Is it in the food? Is it in the water? What changed? What made them all look alike? Could this be an optical illusion? No, it's no mirror at all. It is the power of the makeup kit. It has put surgeons out of business. Who needs them to do your face when you can shape it yourself with a stroke of your brush, giving you that optical illusion? The man with the red pill lens is seeing a world of females that all look identical. This is your brother, Mr. Limba. Until next time, save your money, save your time. Don't swipe right. Don't take the Cassandras out to dinner unless she is uniquely herself. Makeup is okay, but it needs to be minimum. But if you're that into chasing the makeup, chasing the contacts, chasing the fake eyelashes, the hurricane shutters, just to get played by someone who is 97% fake on their exterior and probably 98% fake on their interior, do yourself a favor. Buy yourself a makeup kit. You say why? Well, open up the makeup kit whenever you have the urge to waste your money. Put out a plate of food, light up some candles, and have dinner with it. You'll get more out of that. Until then, stick to more natural women. Avoid Cassandra. Mr. Limba out.